Hey, Tony Gaston here. Now, y'all got to forgive me because it's dark. Y'all know I'm dark skinned, so you can't see me. But you can hear me. God bless you. Keep your head up. Wanted to touch on this because this was another part of the young lady question who asked about the man who is sickly that she's dating. But this ain't about disability, but more so in general about who should travel to see who, because this is a question that I do get this question often in this here. Now, before we get into it, don't forget, you got a chance to invest in the channel. So if you haven't did it yet, or this your first video, you ain't hear about it, become a partner in the future revenue in the channel. First link in the description. Go on, grab your little piece. Get on over there. Grab a little piece before the time run out. Now, if the time ran out, forgive me, God bless you. Should have been here before. But I want to talk about this here because we live in a new world to where women aren't seen or treated the way women used to be treated a long time ago. And yes, it's still not all the way where it need to be, but today we got a lot of women that work from home, a lot of women that earn more than the average man, a lot of women are business owners, bosses, got employees, stuff like that. So we're in a new day to where a woman is able to up and travel if she want to. Some women, they own their own non-profit or they own for-profit company, and they're able to, get up and move around, shake a little leg. And so it is a new day. But me, I'm old school. I believe the man should be the one that's doing the traveling if he's able. Now, if he's disabled, that's different. But if he is able, the man needs to make the accommodations. And I think a lot of times men be like, oh, I'll fly you out or whatever. And the good part about being flew out is you get to verify that this man live alone. So that is a good part about it. So I recommend a woman take that trip to visit a man if you're in a long distance relationship at some point. It don't have to be first, but even if it is first, just to go verify and make sure he live alone, make sure he's not married, stuff like that. And look at it like that. And I think a lot of times in relationships, people get into a tug of war. And it becomes this thing, oh, who gonna do this, who gonna do that, who gonna conceive, who gonna do this. And it's like, it really can't be like that. Because if you don't want to be stepped on, if you don't want to be less than, then you got to show that you are able and that you are grown and that you have some independency about you. Because if you acting all helpless and, oh, I can't travel, I can't do this and that, then guess what? You're going to struggle. Because now you in a situation where you done made yourself less than. So really being able to travel, it put you in a position, a power position, to where it shows that you could get up and move around. And then the other thing about a woman traveling is you can up and leave his house if you want to. You can get you a hotel if you want to. If you bring him to you, now he know where you live at. Now you can't physically put him out if you need to put him out. Now, if you need to break up with him, he know exactly where you live. So see, I think too, you want to look at that side of it and see what really matters to you, what matters the most to you on that, and make sure that if it don't matter to you to travel to the man, and you like to travel, you like to get on the plane, you like to do all that right there, then don't feel like you being taken advantage of or bamboozled or not respected because you traveling to the man. Now, one thing that I would say is a little hit or miss is I don't believe a woman should be paying for her own travel if she going to see a man. But that's only if the woman really knows that man and really understands him and got a relationship with him. Can she trust him to pay for the travel and not expect anything in return physically if the woman is abstaining? Now, if you pop and pee, then he definitely need to be paying for the travel, everything, travel, food, everything. If you pop and pee. Now, if you ain't out here popping pee, then you might want to pay for your own travel so that he's not expecting for you to come up off that water, because he might expect you to come up off some if he pay for it. Well, that's a given. So unless he a virgin, unless he a born again Christian, unless he tell you he abstinent or something like that, if he pay, oh, he gonna try to collect on that payment. Now, I'm gonna tell you that now, and I'm gonna tell you, don't think. And another thing, if y'all is not abstaining, do not go see no man if you on your monthly, because some women do that and think it's cute, and it's like sometimes you got a little smell on that thing. I'll never forget being in training at my job, and we had to sit down there and roll around on the ground doing the takedowns, the ABC they was calling it, or something, ABC training. And the lady monthly was on, and when I tell you that thing smelled like she had the last tampon, that was the last tampon she had, and that's all she had. That tampon smelled like he had done been through all the urinations and never came out of there. I'm sitting down there, sitting between her legs, because you got to wrap your leg around the person and flip them over. I said, oh my goodness, what in the world? Ooh, I say, man, things smell like some stale sauce. And so that's another thing you got to realize. Like, I done seen that before. Oh, what he thought. What you thought it was. Just because you flew somebody out don't mean they finna do something. Like, listen, you got to clarify, because you'll be done mess around and ran up on Ike, Tina Turner husband. You got your Ike and don't know you got your Ike. You come out there on that menstrual cycle, and next thing you know, y'all out there squabbling, squaring up. You went on vacation, left on probation. And so you got to realize, like, some men, so me personally, if it was my daughter, if I had a daughter or my sister, one thing about me as a man, I believe women should keep their agency, keep their independence, because men, we do not give for free. Everything come with a price. You gonna pay now or you gonna pay later. Even in marriage, if a man taking care of his woman, oh, he gonna expect her to come out that water. Oh yeah, he taking care of that woman. Oh yeah, it's just a one hand wash the other, both hand wash the face. And I know some women get upset by that, but you have to think about it from a human perspective. Now, yes, a man can evolve to the place, like, I'm at the place in my life to where, okay, I take care of my wife, she don't work, she don't pay no bills, but I'm not around here taxing her for no guata every day. But now, if I want me some, oh yeah, coming to collect now. If I want me something, I'm coming to collect. But see, too, a man who is mature, he ain't trying to collect when she on a monthly, when she got a headache, when she, you know, feeling this and that. He ain't trying to collect during all that. So it ain't a thing to where it's like he being unreasonable. And so that's one thing you got to realize too. So, but now, all things equal, oh yeah, you have to come on off something now. And so that's what you have to realize, like, it ain't about how it should be. And I think that's where a lot of women get mad and get caught up in the comments, spraining their thumb muscles before they get blocked. It ain't about how it should be, it's about how it is. And how it is that if a man pay for you, he gonna expect some water. You hear me? And that's what you got to realize. So I know it should be, oh, I'm not a prostitute. A man shouldn't expect sex from me just because he booked a flight. He doing what he supposed to do. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. You better stop letting the women online put that battery in your back, battery of delusion, because you're gonna be out here with your feelings hurt. Tell you that now. You finna be out here with your feelings hurt. It needs to be established before you go to see that man. If you are abstaining and you not finna do nothing, you need to let them know, hey, we not doing anything now. Don't think you flying out a piece of booty, because you better call Tyrone, because don't think you flying out no good love making now, because I don't get down like that now. No sirree, Bob. It's like, do you like me for me? Because you can sleep with anybody. Do you like me for me? You need that clarity, and he need to know. And then guess what? Y'all go out there and y'all have a good time. Go to the fair, eat some cotton candy, go bowling, go to the movie, go to the nice restaurant, go to a hole-in-the-wall restaurant, do it all. Have your blast. But see, me, and this what women be talking about, oh, Tony, you saying that about a woman need to pay for her own stuff. That's how you set up a 50-50 relationship. That's not true. And just because that happened with your grown boy, that don't mean that's the rule. We want to do for people who do for themselves. You notice how you want to help people who don't ask you for help? But, like for example, I posted that meal train for my friend because he lost his nephew in a tragic car accident. When I asked him, hey man, it's a thing called meal train, you want me to post that? Make one? He said, no, bro, you ain't got to do that. I did it anyways. Because he said no. Now, if he would have came to me, hey bro, you think you could make a GoFundMe for me and share it with your audience? I would have felt skeptical. I wouldn't have wanted to do it, because now I'm like, oh dude, now what? Now hold on, now I wouldn't have wanted to do it, but because he did not ask, that made me want to do it. And that's what you have to realize, like when a woman is expecting everything, that's when a man don't want to do it. But when you go in and you're not demanding all his money and that he spend this and spend that, and he see you hold your own, if he's a man who hold his own, then he's going to want to do for you. And when he go to do for you, you gotta accept it. You gotta be woman enough and smart enough to accept it. Okay, 10 o'clock. See that Popeyes over there? So about to swing through. I just got done eating, boy. Hard for me to pass a Popeye, but they might be serving roaches by 9. It's too late now. Them roaches will crunk up in there. And so, let Farrah work. Oh, so the daddy, he say let Farrah work. The son, he say let Farrah cook. He got the son billboard say let him cook. God, talk about let you cook. But now I realize that really meant that. I was thinking maybe his last name was Cook, but I see his daddy billboard say let Farrah work. And then he'll say let Farrah cook. All right, go ahead then. The cool lawyer, sleeping with the paralegal. And so, get your piece of that channel now. Grab a piece of that channel. Click the link in the description. And ladies, it's a lot of caveats and nuance to this. Do what feel right on that. Don't feel like you getting played. Only time you getting played when you dealing with a playboy or you dealing with a man who ain't got no money. And you paying for a flight and hotel and all that to get out there, and he broke, busted, and disgusted, looking like Who Shot Johnny, forgot to kill him, tore her front of flow up. Now you getting played. But if it's a man, he gainfully employed, he got money and all of that right there, and you ain't coming off no guada, oh yeah, you ain't getting played. You just keeping your agency and your independence, so that way he can't expect nothing from you, and he can't say what he done did for you, because you did for yourself. And then y'all rotate, so if possible. Now if he working for the FBI or something, he can't leave, then that's different. You gotta be understanding. But if he's able to leave to come visit you and you able to visit him, then y'all take turns. And both of y'all pay for y'all own way. But if he offer to pay for you, that's different. Then you can go and accept it. But hey, this is Tony, guys, and God bless you. Keep your head up. We'll talk soon. Click the link in the description. Grab a piece of the here channel.